head start and that jump on where they're going to be looking to push next, which is, I mean, really what the Hellborn needs to do. Get Soul Stealer farmed up a bit. Ooh, Engineer throwing down that ultimate and missing the bomb as well on the follow-up. Which is pretty rough, but low cooldown, and I'm sorry, picked up a Thunderclaw. I don't know why I said Shield Breaker. It wouldn't have been bad, but he did get the Thunderclaw like I had said earlier. So he is going to be looking to use it to kind of do a lot more burst damage, and it will. I mean, that extra 200 damage, I think? 150 damage from the Thunderclaw. I believe it's 200, 250 when he gets the actual Charged Hammer, which is probably what he's going to be looking to get. Because it's huge item for Engineer, gets that extra attack speed off the Warp Cleft, and then the extra burst damage and tankage from the actual Charged Hammer, which is really good. But yeah, great job overall right now by both teams, I'd say. Hellborn making some poor decisions, not really carrying TPs to counter the push strats for the most part, which is kind of a bit of a problem. But, you know, they're doing good holding them off for now. They get, like I was saying, they do have their continued map control, which is huge. So I'm not really counting them down and out just yet. I think they have a lot of potential here, and I think they're really countering the strategy nicely. I mean, Soul Stealer really doing a good job getting some farm still. And I really like Soul Stealer as a pick because no matter how bad he does early game, and I'm not saying this Soul Stealer did bad, but when Soul Stealers do bad early game, they always have a chance to turn it around because they have the ability to really kind of knock out creep waves and get their team's lanes pushed up really far. A Curse getting caught way off position here. There's a 2x multicast from Blacksmith. Missed slow from Slither. I don't really know what the rationale behind that was. I was really far away. But it looks like the Legion's looking to come and finish this top tower here. But we got the Hellborn Courier kind of in motion here. Port key for Soul Stealer. So yeah, they are gonna a good counter pick then by the Legion for that Engineer, because as soon as he comes in, Engineer's gonna be looking to throw down that ultimate and stop the rest of his team from really getting in there. And there goes that top tower. We got a Playground ultimate starting to bounce around here, mainly creeps. A lot of DPS output though. Soul Stealer still in the back. Looking to shoot an ultimate maybe, but he hasn't just yet, which is a little interesting. Taking a lot of damage. 2 Legion players down though, so Hellborn wins that team fight, but I believe the Legion's going to look to go in and finish these racks off. Here comes Defiler back in. She still has a level 1 ultimate proc flying around, excuse me. Caught myself there. She had that flying around, but it looks like they're maybe going to snag a range barracks here. Soul Stealer in. Perfect silence by Defiler, countering that Soul Stealer ultimate, but they have the heals to keep him up. There's the ultimate from Soul Stealer. Not doing a lot of damage. Really kind of just barely nicked Slither there. Double kill for Soul Reaper, looking to chase down Defiler. So great job by the Hellborn turning this around. It's now only 11-10 in the Legion's favor. So definitely not out of the game just yet. And no Raxes have gone down yet, which is what I find the biggest flaw in push strategies is not so much the push strategy itself, but when teams try to run push strats, I think one of the huge flaws is, which is what this Legion team did, is pushed up all these lanes, took out all the outer towers, which is something you really don't want to do. I mean, towers is a good thing when you're going for a push strat, obviously, but it's bad in this sense because, look, the Legion lanes are all here, as you can see. Legion lane bottom pushed up, Legion lane middle getting pushed up, and now without that bottom tower, Legion lane bottom is going to get pushed up. The only reason it's not is because Soul Stealer's there farming it up, but, I mean, really what you want to do is, ideally for a push strat, in my opinion anyways, is maybe get 1 or 2 towers mid, 1 bottom, and the 1 top tower, and then really you want to look to get those middle racks is kind of at the 20-minute mark. A huge flaw is really giving the other teams the time to kind of get settled in against a Soul Stealer especially, who has the ability to really farm off those creep waves. You can't give him time, and that's what they've done. They've given him time. He's got a Blink Dagger, 22 minutes, so it's not really great, but it's not horrible, and that's really what's costing him. And it looks like they're going to try and snag a Kongor right now, which could be a little bit early in the game, but they will be able to pull it off. They have a lot of DPS output. The Defiler ultimate's flying around. Still only level 1, which is pretty rough at 22 minutes in, but they have all been sticking together, pushing together, so I mean that's the real rationale behind it. We have level 11 Soul Reaper, level 10 Plague, level 10 Curse, level 9 Jerry, and a level 13 Soul Stealer. So, and the Hellborn's actually now in the lead in XP, and Gold not too far behind. They're starting to close that gap a little bit, but there goes Kong, and it looks like Slither's gonna pick it up. And there's that turret doing some damage on Jarazaya there. And it looks like we're going to see a team fight. Soulstealer lined up. He's got the immunity there from Jerry. And here we go. There's Soulstealer's in. Shoots his ultimate. Does half of Ophelia's HP. She's out of the game early. There's the Engineer ultimate going down. Bomb. He's out of the game. Slither's ultimate coming down a little bit late. He's in trouble. Manages to snag one. Maybe two? Maybe two? No. Looks like he's going down. Blacksmith snags one kind of in the backfield there. Slither's out of the game, but he's got the token, so he's coming back up. And only to be ganked again, it looks like. Defiler comes back, though, with the silence. And Plague Rider just abandoned Soulstealer right there and cost him. So, hat trick there for Slither, really. So that's huge time for the Legion, especially when... Ouch. Quad kill for Slither there. Well played by the Legion. But I think the Hellborn really kind of caught off guard there, in my honest opinion. Ooh. Really some just poor decision making there. I mean, you saw some support heroes really healing each other. The main focus has to be Soulstealer if they're going to look to win these team fights. Plague Rider, not really. I mean, he got a Jarazaya heal for some reason, but I don't know why, because really all he does is shoot his ult, shoot a nuke, and then just auto attack, so he's not really that useful. Soulstealer back on the offensive though on that Defiler. A Curse looks like he's going to get some farm here. Maybe. There it goes. Soulstealer is building that BKB, which is, in my eyes, is kind of a sketchy pick. Because, I mean, they have the charm. As you saw there, it worked like a charm. He got in there with the immunity on from Jarazaya. Shot his ultimate, did a bit of damage there on Ophelia, took her down half HP, like I said. And really did a lot of work. Engineer swapping builds now, picks up a Hungry Spirit. A little bit interesting, not really normal, but definitely interesting. And Blacksmith's upset about the counter warding, which is rough. It's never fun to really get counter warded, but it happens. I am sick and tired of my brother. By the way, I'm from GameReplays.org in case some of you guys are watching this on YouTube, which is on GameReplays.org YouTube account anyways, but I do have to advocate for my website because it is the bestest in my eyes. But really, if you want to get involved in our tournaments, which is why I decided to cast ICW versus Team 5I 5-1, 5-1, which makes sense, is because I think, I mean, for two mid-skilled teams, which is what the comment said, that is not my opinion of the teams, but two mid-skilled teams, which is what the comment read. But let's get into this team fight here first. A Cursed Soul Reaper call way off guard. It looks like he's going to go down early. His team's now coming in. Soulstealer in. We got the Plague Rider ultimate starting to bounce around. A lot of heals, though, there for the Legion. Survived that really well. They got 2 down for the Legion, 1 down for the Hellborn. There goes another one for the Legion. Looks like they're pursuing Slither here. Blacksmith just barely scoots away there, 25 HP. Plague Rider goes down to Ophelia creeps, which is pretty big. Slither proccing that using that regen, excuse me. Doing my best here, guys. Looks like he's going to get caught here by Soulstealer. He does have a Sackstone, though, which is interesting. I mean, Sackstone Slither. Especially with the lineup they're running right now, I would have thought we would have seen some DPS as we move into the mid game, possibly the late game. So that is interesting, but we'll see what he's going for. Reading what? Oh. What? Yes, please. 1, please. What? Yes. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of difficulties. Vent just went down there, but I'm back in. We got Slither. Like I said, weird build. Getting that Sackstone. With the strategy they're going for, I would have thought we would have seen some DPS. Blacksmith picking up a Storm Spirit like we saw in that last team fight. Ophelia struggling to get something up there with the Neophyte's book and that bolstering armband now. Defiler